Hi everyone. So my name is Morgan Robinson, and today I'm going to speak about successful aging. But first, let's tie in a little bit of relevance. So on this slide, you're looking at a scene from season 6, episode 4 of The Golden Girls. And in this scene, Rose, pictured here, is trying to plan a birthday party for Blanche, pictured there. But Blanche isn't exactly too keen about it. So here's how the scene goes. Rose and the girls are discussing the party briefly when Blanche walks in and overhears. And Blanche says, "A party? Is that why you've been sneaking around trying to find out my age? A party? I forbid it." And so Rose tells her, "Blanche, a party is a celebration of life. It's not just for you, it's for your friends who love you." But Blanche is adamant. She insists, no party. And Rose says, "Stop being so vain. You can't stay 42 forever." And Blanche comes back with, "Yes, you can, if you eat right, exercise regularly, and live with women who look a lot older than you." And she leaves the room in a huff. So we know aging is a touchy subject. We don't ask others about their age. We certainly don't comment on their age based on appearances, but birthday cards seem to be pretty open game, so why don't we take a look at some of those? So they say that as we get older, our memory is the second thing to go. I forget what was the first, but happy birthday! Another birthday. I gotta hand it to you, because God knows you are too old to bend over and pick it up yourself. Holy shit. Sorry, what I meant was that's not old. Happy birthday. So why are we like this? It's because we view aging as a process of complete and total loss. Loss of mental abilities, loss of physical abilities, and even loss of youth, as if that's something we can lose. Our society fears loss, so as a result, we fear aging and death too. But do keep in mind, this is uncharted territory for us. Historically, we've never had this same potential to age well, but now we do. So the aging revolution describes this increasing number of people aging later into life than ever before. This is possible because of improvements in healthcare and communication of health information that have led to more and more people reaching older adulthood. Before the aging revolution, information about living well in older adulthood wasn't exactly seen as important. And people didn't live a long stretch of their lives in older adulthood, so it wasn't seen as necessary either. But now people may spend as much as 20 or more years in later life. So the quality of life during that time should matter just as much at any other time in our lives. So why do we ignore it? We didn't talk about aging then, but now we have no choice. We need to. Aging is far too touchy of a subject when everyone does it. We all age, and every person we've ever known or will know ages. And isn't aging better than the other options? Right? Don't be Blanche. We need to celebrate life, living, and aging as the process behind it all. So what is successful aging? What does that look like? Some might say it's maintaining a youthful appearance, and others would say it's remaining physically or mentally fit. These processes are involved in aging, but they aren't necessarily controlled or caused by aging. Alone, these characteristics do not make for successful aging. Aging successfully simply means doing what you can to live happier and healthier for longer. And according to research, we know it involves the presence and risk of disease and disability, but to a lesser extent. Research shows that those with disease and disability can still age successfully. It also involves keeping up physical and mental abilities, staying actively engaged with life, and being able to adapt to changes with age. So successful aging doesn't look, appear, or express in any certain way. It isn't uniform, and it looks different from person to person. And you'll see that in these images from the Disrupt Aging collection. Here, the AARP gathered a collection of images with accurate representations of aging and activities of aging people. The whole goal of this collection is to promote better marketing that's less biased against aging and older adults. The AARP found that 80% of people 50 and older say marketing and ads stereotype and misrepresent people their age. And have any of you ever seen ads portraying older adults like this? Probably not. We don't have a good idea of what successful aging might look like because our society doesn't openly show or acknowledge it. So then, how do we age successfully? Well, I have 3 key factors to take away for you. First, take good care of your body. Research suggests that consistent, regular exercise is related to successful aging and increased lifespan, and that daily leisurely exercise or moderate exercise is just as intense as more intensive exercise like cardio. Second, focus on your relationships. Research also suggests maintaining relationships and social networking are key to successful aging, and that people with social connections and networks age better than those without them. Finally, prioritize your passions and purpose. Research also shows that a sense of purpose in life is related to successful aging, and that people with stronger senses of meaning and purpose age more successfully. And you might say, well, what if it's too late? What if I've found or served my purpose already? Well, Nobel and Pulitzer Prize-winning author Toni Morrison published her first novel at 40, which is still young, by the way. Actress Estelle Getty started acting in The Golden Girls at 62. NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson became the oldest woman in space and celebrated her 57th birthday in space in 2016. And for an example closer to home, everyday citizens are searching for newfound purpose as well, no matter what their age. So Paul, a 77-year-old retired environmental toxicologist from New York, grew up in a poor rural area and knows the struggles of first-generation college life. So he decided to do something about it. Paul volunteers with a local nonprofit to drive first-gen and at-risk students to and from college. Since starting this new journey of purpose, he's put 64,000 miles towards this journey. Paul uses this opportunity not only to help others, but also to grow his perspectives and to share bonds with these students. And he says, when I arrive on campus with a kid I just met a few hours before, and we bonded over their story and their potential, it's amazing. It's truly the best feeling. And his wife notes, Paul is joyfully helping another generation of young folks. He has a lot of parental advice to give to these students, and those trips allow him to share the lessons he learned in college and at work. So I say all of that to say this: it is never too early or late to find a purpose, or even for your purpose to change. Volunteer in the community, start a club or a group, pick up some new hobbies, do whatever you can to find your passions in life, because that's where purpose really comes from. Purpose was without limits, so go for it. Chase life, celebrate it, and share it all with those that you love. Thank you.